Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do a little book haul because I love watching them, and also it's summer, it's like the 29th of July in England. Yeah, it's like the 29th of July, or it's not like the 29th, it is the 29th of July, but it's grey, it's raining and it's cold, so when it's like this I don't exactly want to go out. It's not really my sunbathing weather, not that I sunbathe anyway, so instead I took myself down to the charity shops and got some books, because charity shops are the best place to find books because most of them haven't been read and you can find the good ones for like £2. So I'll start off with the romance ones. FYI, there's not really one genre that I like more, just depends what I'm feeling. So the past couple of days I've been really into like just the light-hearted romance novels that, you know, it's not like a strenuous thing, you just read it whilst you're having a cup of tea on the sofa and it's nice and easy to read. So let's start with those, shall we? The first one, I've just like recently finished this, is Sleepless in Manhattan by Sarah Morgan. This is about a girl who has like all the characters in these kind of books are always very good looking, and she starts up a business with her two, you know, good looking friends, and you can go on the journey with her starting up her new business, whether it works out, whether she finds love. I liked it, it was good, it wasn't great. And the next book I got is I Heart Hollywood by Lindsay Kelk. There's I think 5 main books in the series, the different like locations. So the first one is I Heart New York, and then there's Hollywood, and then I have the other 3 over there. There's Paris, Vegas, then London. I read this one the other week, and it was really good, but I didn't have the second book. I had 1, 3, 4 and 5. So I went to the charity shop and they happened to have it, and I was very, very happy. And how I said with the Sleepless in Manhattan, like all the characters are really good looking and stuff like that. With this book, it's the author Lindsay Kelk, I believe, is British, and she doesn't try and, you know, make everything sound really perfect. She gives you more of a lifelike description. So I then got these 2 classic books. I got A Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess. I want to give this one a go because sorry, I keep looking over there, but there's a fly and he's just chilling really. So yeah, sorry, what was I saying? I want to read this because the film actually is my favourite film. I tried to read this last summer, and I got maybe up to page like 16 and I stopped, because if you're aware then of like this book has kind of a different language to it. Like it's not fully a different language. There's the language Nadsat, which I think it's like a Russian hybrid, Russian or something else. There's a glossary at the back, but I found that I was just like flicking back and forward and back, and it was really distracting from the actual book itself. Then I picked up Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov, another classic, which is about a guy, Humbert, who falls in love or just infatuated with a 12-year-old girl. So this is quite a controversial book, again for obvious reasons, and this is very highly rated amongst the good read community, so I wanted to read this. It's been on my list for a while, and look at the condition of this book, and I think it was £1. Sorry. That is just wonderful condition. That wasn't sarcasm, by the way, like it actually is wonderfully kept. I then got The Silver Linings Playbook by Matthew Quick. So 6 surname really. And this was made into a film, I believe, like 5 years ago, which I haven't seen, and I literally didn't know what it was about. I read the blurb, and I think there's I think the guy or girl, I don't know anything about this book. I think they have mental health problems, or both of them do, or something like that, and I just thought it'd be nice to read a book from a different point of view other than an ordinary person. So yeah, I don't know how good it's going to be, but I'm willing to try it out. I then got The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night Time by Mark Haddon. yeah, this is really famous. I believe it's a West End production now in London and everyone loves it. I hear only good things about this. Not necessarily the book, but because I've never really heard anyone talk about the book, just the production really. And it's about a 15-year-old boy with Asperger's syndrome, and he's very set in his ways and he has things that he likes and he's good at, like maths, things that he doesn't like, you know, he's not very good at like understanding other people. And it's about him going on this kind of murder mystery hunt for his neighbour's dog who's killed, I believe, something like that. I think it's going to be really interesting to read it from not only a child's point of view but a child with Asperger's syndrome, because I don't really know much about Asperger's. It'll be interesting to find out more. I then got Girl on a Train. I almost knocked myself out. Lovely. Girl on a Train by Paula Hawkins. And I didn't realise this is actually, like, when I opened the first page of this, it says this is a free proof copy, not for sale. And it also says this is an uncorrected book proof made available in confidence to selected persons. Obviously, like, this was made into a film, I think last year or the year before, and it was really popular. But yeah, I'm excited to read this. And it's a lot bigger, like, can we just appreciate how much bigger it is? And it's a really cool cover, it's like a train ticket. And then the last book that I picked up is Memoirs of a Geisha, because I love books that are kind of about a different culture and a different time. So things like Chinese Cinderella, where I didn't know anything about that culture, and it's really interesting to read it from a point of view that doesn't sugarcoat it or make it seem any better or any worse than it is. It's kind of just like what it was like growing up for those people. I think that's all the books that I picked up. I really love, I think it's one of my favourite things, like just going to this hair is not okay. Going to the charity shops, browsing, because they're always quiet really, like there's never many people, and you can find some really good books. I feel like the moon emoji. Do you remember the moon emoji was like quite a big deal, like everyone was talking about it, like comparing themselves, like, oh, I look like the moon emoji. Like, what happened to him? There's no justice really, is there? Also, Goodreads was like, there's a 2017 book challenge. So like, how many books do you want to read for this year? And it made me feel very insecure because people are like putting 50 and 100 and I'm like, can we stretch to 10, 20? Okay, so I need to stop talking and start reading, because I'm not going to win this challenge if I don't. I hope you have a great day, or had a great day if this is the evening for you. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Bye guys.